Bentley, a good old British brand who've been making cars for years. We've had some really interesting things such as the 8 litre, the Continental GT, and today's edition. But first, if you want more content like this, feel free to go ahead and subscribe. Please. Indeed, for 20 points in a summer, you get the Bentley Turbo R. And it has stats a bit like this. It has 328 brake horsepower, 487 foot-pounds of torque, and it weighs a whopping 5,313 pounds. But it does make up for it with a massive 6.75 litre engine and 3 gears. And as this car is from 1991, you could kind of get it a little confused with the front of an older style Rolls Royce. But having a look at this thing, it is a wonderful looking car, and a little pinstripe on the side kind of just adds to it really. Looking at the back, it's just blocks and a lot of blocks, and that's about it. And going to the inside, we've got the sort of posh interior that you come to expect from anything made from Bentley. And now we get to listen to that 6.75 litre engine roar. And yes, that was indeed a turbo you heard as well, because this thing is of course the Turbo R. So anyway, going to conversions and engine source, we have, well, quite a lot. We've got the 6.7 litre V8 turbo diesel, we've got the 6.2 litre LS V8, we've got the 5.2 litre V10 out of Lamborghini Huracan, we have got the racing 3 litre inline-six turbo, which is the 2J, and we also have the 6.5 litre V12 out of a Lamborghini Centenario. But the engines do not stop there. We have also got the 7.7 litre V12, we've got the 7.4 litre V8 twin turbo, producing 1,750 brake horsepower, and of course we have a 6 litre W12 twin turbo. Which one's that one? For now, we're going to go ahead and try and make this thing into a bit of a, let's say, top of B class race car. So let's go and throw on some good tyres, make them a little bit wider, and then we're going to go ahead and throw all sorts of upgrades on this thing and go and see what we can do. So going to design some paints into advanced, we do not have anything for advanced sadly, but if we take a look at the manufacturer colours, we have got quite a lot. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different manufacturer colours, and all of them look absolutely fantastic. I'm a big fan of this white and also this blue right here. Those two colours look fantastic on this thing. So crazy thought I've had while I'm putting this video together. Wide body Bentley. Could happen. Forza, get on that. And away we go. I'm suddenly very glad that I painted this thing into a bright red, because now I can actually see roughly where our car is amongst the sea of everybody else. But we are in the top of B class, going back on our usual little test track. Let's go ahead and see how this thing can do. So it's currently handling the first turn like an absolute champion. If we recall, a lot of our cars usually end up flying off the side there. And let's go ahead and see. We'll grab a couple of spaces. That's us up to a 5th. Nope. Scratch that. That's 4th now. Make that 3rd. Okay, can we catch 2nd? We can. Just about. Oh, please turn. Please turn. Yes. No, maybe. Yes. There we go. The Beamer is right beside us, but it's not enough to get 2nd back from us. That is now our place. Can we catch 1st? That is going to be quite the question, and I think if we get this right, yes we can. We can just about outturn whatever the car was in front of us, and now that is a 1st place for us, hopefully. And so we're at 95%. There's cars right behind us. There's one final turn to go. Oh, that's close, but it's not close enough. I don't know what was behind us, but it's certainly gaining right at the end there, but just not quite enough to get past the Bentley. Oh, why is it raining? Don't be a Briton. So that was it, doing its little race where it did quite well for itself, but now we're going to go ahead and throw in a 7.4 litre V8 twin turbo, and then we'll come back to this, because I've got a sneaky suspicion this is going to be a very good engine indeed. Drag tyres? Absolutely. Also, we have spacers on this thing, which is actually good because it fills out the arches a little bit nicer. There we go. Fantastic. So here we are now at the edge of the drag strip with 1,750 brake horsepower in the bright red Turbo R. So let's go ahead and floor it and see what we can get, because even though this thing is really heavy, we should be able to get at least a decent speed with the sheer amount of horsepower that we've got. Up into 5th. Do we get 200? Barely. 200. Well, nearly dead to the camera, so that's pretty cool. And now we're going to go and throw on some road tyres and a very interesting engine swap. Oh, or not. That's wonderful. Thanks, game. Right. I guess back we go. So while I was busy going back and putting this together, I realised the W12 is not the Veyron engine, that's the W16. So which one is the W12 out of? Let me know in the comments. So here we are now with 1,750 brake horsepower, rear wheel drive, road size, everything else, and we are back at the edge on the motorway, so let's go ahead and see just what speed we can get out of this thing. Hopefully we can get better than 230. And so going out of the speed zone, we're doing 242 miles an hour. Let's go ahead now rather. My head is still recovering from dealing with that Xbox game crash, but let's go ahead and go down to the downhill spot, our favourite little zone, our speed camera, and let's go and see what we can do. I'm going to stop talking before I keep messing up. And through the camera we go at 257, going downhill we're bouncing off the limiter at 258, 259, 260, 261, I did see 261 for a second, oh and it's all gone wrong. So here we are now over at our fantastic friendly little drift zone. So here we are now over at the drift zone, we've thrown the W12 back in this thing, so let's go ahead and see what it can do going sideways, hopefully try and get 30,000 points. We've got 1,000 brake horsepower, we should be fine. Right? Right. Thank you, 37,000 points on the first run alone, not bad, but now we're going to go ahead and do run number 2, and try and see if we can do better than that. So here we go for attempt number 2, let's go ahead and throw the car in here, see if we can get a little bit more sideways, try and beat 37,000 points. It's going to be very, very tricky, I doubt we can, but actually no, we didn't, we just equaled it, 37,000 points either way. I guess that is kind of the average now for this car, but okay, I like this. And to finish off the video, a lovely bit of a good old sea view. But yeah, that is it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Feel free to go ahead and pick this car up. It is 20 points in summer of Series 12, and honestly, it is very, very much worth it, even if you just want something that looks cool and stylish to drive around in. I mean, come on, just look at this interior. Anyway, feel free to go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Zeg out. Okay, can I turn this Bentley into a Boatley?